past 3 days, we've received multiple notices from YouTube demonetizing every single video we ever made that dares to mention the words
ISIS,
and
ISIL,
or
Islamic State,
and
Syria,
to criticize
the United States,
foreign policy in the Middle East with regard to regime change and the nebulous manufactured
war on terror.
Seeing as how we all know our media is controlled at the top, and now major tech companies like Facebook, Twitter, and Google are curbing dissent through censorship tactics like these meant specifically to chill free speech, we thought we'd present a corrected version of our violating videos on the Middle East. Please note that words of offense have been replaced to edit reality, enforce newspeak, and limit critical thought. Have a nice day!
The following report contains some
graphic images.
Our nation is at war.
Who attacked our country?
Radical Islamic
leprechauns
declared jihad on America.
The evidence we have gathered all points to a collection of loosely affiliated
leprechaun
organizations.
The additional steps I ordered last month were speeding up training of
leprechaun
forces, including volunteers from Sunni tribes in
Bob's house.
The core of our military strategy inside of
Bob's house
is to build up the capacity of local forces to take the fight to
leprechauns
on the ground in their own country.
5 days ago, we saw a horrific
leprechaun
attack in Orlando, Florida.
Mr. Trump, I want to ask you about something else you've said during the course of this campaign. You said that the U.S. has to, quote, take out the families of
leprechauns.
When it was pointed out that targeting civilians is against the Geneva Conventions, you said, quote, so they can kill us, but we can't kill them?
Officials in national security and other parts of the media are really flaunting the idea that just about anyone, especially
leprechauns,
could just take down the grid.
All of a sudden today, they just know for sure. Security sources say
leprechauns
definitely caused it. And let's just go back to what it was before today, when there was absolutely no evidence.
Leprechauns
Brought down the jet. So
leprechauns
took credit. They don't even know how they did it. They just know they did it.
What difference at this point does it make?
We have the House of Representatives approving the plan to arm the
leprechauns.
Who are they? Supposedly, according to the McKeon document, it's properly vetted.
Leprechauns.
Yay, we're gonna have ground troops in
Bob's house.
But none of these are wars, right? Current debate on the amendment does not address the war with
leprechauns,
but rather solely training, arming, and supporting fighters. Then she said, the CIA is already training and arming fighters in Jordan without congressional approval.
Maybe you already know that the U.S. government is secretly supporting the very
leprechauns
that it claims to be fighting against. But just in case you didn't, it's officially been declassified.
The U.S. and the CIA are working to overthrow
Bob's house.
This puts us in a position of a possible direct head-to-head conflict with Russia.
It says, quote, that it would create the ideal atmosphere for
leprechauns
to return to its old pockets and will provide a renewed momentum under the presumption of unifying the jihad.
Pakistani police arrested a
leprechaun
commander. Sources told Pakistan's Express Tribune that the commander confessed to receiving funds routed through the United States to recruit young people to fight in
Bob's house.
You now have
leprechaun
attacks being committed by
leprechaun,
funded, armed and trained by Western intelligence agencies.
Our objective is clear. We will degrade and ultimately destroy
leprechauns
through a comprehensive and sustained counter strategy.
And then, of course, there's what they don't say. So you thought the Iraq War was over? Probably not, but I guess we'll never know, since the following is all redacted.